I wake up every morning to the sound of my Father's voice, praying for people, counseling others, conducting devotions at home, or simply preaching the Word of God to our congregation. I wake up every morning knowing I have to be the perfect child everyone looks up to, an example of holiness, righteousness, and perfection. My name is Adugo, and this is a story I never thought I would tell. But here I am, 19 years old, sitting here, holding a diary with trembling hands, and a secret heavy enough to drown me. My father is Pastor Obiora, respected, revered, feared even. They call him Daddy G.O. across states. People bow when he walks in. Women weep at the altar. Men fast for days just to hear a word from him. And me? I was his pride. The pure one, he would say from the pulpit, smiling, proud, while I sat in the front pew, dressed like a porcelain doll. I wore my virginity like armor, not because I was proud of it, but because it was required of me. We live in a city in Enugu State. Our house was big, cold, and perfect. Too big, the kind that smells like polish and secret. The marble floors echoed your every step, and my mother, quiet like the wind, floated through it like a ghost. We were the model family. Until the night it happened. I am the only daughter and the last child of the two children of my family. I love my father, but sometimes I feel suffocated by the expectations that come with being a pastor's daughter. I'm supposed to be perfect, to set examples for the rest of the congregation, but I'm not perfect. I have dreams, I have secrets, and one of these secrets is my relationship with Obinna. My father gave me rules. Don't come home with second position results. You must always come first. I don't care how you do it. Be first. My mother, knowing how very well my father takes his own words very seriously and can go all out to show people brutal example if they don't yield to his request. My mother secretly paid my way through the secondary school that I always have to be given the first position. Not that I was a dull child. I was not just the first. And my mother would say to me, "You don't know your father like I do. He is the opposite of what he represents at the pulpit." My father would also say, "I don't want you making friends with anyone other than the children of other big pastors, and having male friends is a taboo. Once you are home from school, don't step out. The only place you are allowed to be is in the church, and that is only when there is a program going on. Always dress to kill and wear your smile like a mermaid makeover. No music is allowed in this house unless the ones I choose. No movies, no TV, and of course, no phone." It was more like I was living in prison. But when I'm in the church, I have to pretend to be happy. Being pretentious, in fact, is a garment my mother wears every day. She's now so used to it, she doesn't know how to be herself anymore. Everything we do is to please my father. And the church? Oh, that's a source of wealth. And he would not trade it for anything, not even me. So we just have to do all his biddings. Finally, we went to the youth retreats, and for the first time, Obinna and I had a small chat. Obinna was my father's spiritual son, whom he loved. and he used him to do some administrative works in the church, while my brother and I just sit around with no special responsibility. Obina was very handsome and diligent. He had lots of female friends in the church, as almost all the young adults flock around him. Obina was 25 years old and was quite materialistic. I admired Obina from a distance. I dared not exchange pleasantries. Well, but that eventually changed. My father loved him a lot because he had his way with people, and through him our congregation has increased. My father sent him lots of confidential errands. But at the youth retreat we secretly talked. His younger sister was my friend, although we weren't close, but because of Obina we became very close. She would encourage me to talk to her brother. She would come to my house to deliver messages between Obina and I. This affection grew so much I couldn't control it. I fell in love. I fell in love with Obina. Our relationship grew. I was happy. Obina and I had something together. Then Obina planned to meet with me somewhere in secret before we left for home. The retreat ended that night and we were to leave the next day. I met Obina at a dark corner of the camp. I was happy to meet with him again, as our relationship grew, but in secret. Obina held me so tight to himself and kissed me. He told me lots of sweet words, every of which I believed. But Obina had too many ladies around him, and I didn't understand anything. I just wanted to enjoy this love. I wanted to come out of this boredom, loneliness. I just needed an adventure. Suddenly, Obina started to caress me, and I had to push back. He held me and we began to struggle. Obina, please stop, you're hurting me. But he wouldn't stop. I wept, I begged, I screamed. He kept on dragging me till we reached a bushy area. There, Obina forced his way through. He raped me. I felt so used, I felt dirty, and I felt rubbished. I thought you loved me, I said amidst tears. But he just walked away when he was done. He gave me a wicked smile and walked away, left me there to bewail my wound. I didn't even know which hurt the most, the physical wound or the emotional wound. Obina went away and never looked back. After a few weeks, he sneaked into our house one day while my parents were in the church having council meeting. Obina knew my father's routine and he took advantage. He sneaked in and for the second time, he raped me again. I hit him so hard, but I was helpless. He overpowered me. After which, as usual, he walked away. I had no one to tell. My father would kill me to know my virginity had been taken away. My mother was too busy being my father's puppet to actually observe something was deeply wrong with me. But after a few months, I fell ill, and it was confirmed that I was 3 months pregnant. I was already 3 months gone, and I almost died. And so I sit here writing in my diary. I realize that my life is about to change forever. I'm not sure what tomorrow would be, but I know that I'll live to face the consequences. Will my father forgive me? Will Obina stand by me? Eventually, my mother found out. She was so devastated, but she didn't believe my story. She was more concerned about how I have disappointed my father. Oh, alas! My father heard about it too. He couldn't take the news. He couldn't take the shame. Obina, of course, he denied it. But after investigation, my father realized that my story was true, but still, he didn't want to believe me. Rather than punishing Obinna because he knew Obinna impregnated me, but I don't think he believed he raped me. So rather than punishing him, my father punished me. Still, Obinna refused to take responsibility. Yet he goes around the church with his activities like I don't matter. He would go from girls to girls, but my father never worried about that. After all, Obinna was good at bringing new members to the church, especially girls whom he deceived. I am the one who is being blamed for being raped. I'm the one to be blamed for everything. Obinna continues to be the star and I was the failure. My tummy started to grow and my father disowned me. He sent me out of the house, and right now I am left with uncertainties, fear and shame. My mother abandoned me. Everyone casted me out like the devil. I'm left to be on my own, living far away from home in the little house of my poor auntie who took me in. And the question that keeps echoing in my mind is, what will happen next? This is a diary of a pastor's daughter.